Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome to Learn to Discern. Today we're going to be taking a look at a recent church service that was conducted at Transformation Church led by Mike Todd. In this service, the church was introducing their new worship album from Transformation Worship, and I just want to pay attention to some of the things that are taking place within this service, and it's going to give us even more reason to stay away from Mike Todd and his ministry. But before we get to that assessment, if you guys want to help promote Christian content here on YouTube, please go ahead and take a second now to subscribe to my channel, and thank you in advance. Okay guys, we're picking up the video part of the way through this worship service where Transformation Church is introducing their new Transformation Worship album, which according to their description, as I've highlighted here, they say, "Today we celebrate what God prophetically spoke into the earth 10.5 years ago." Now, I have a lot of reasons to question whether or not God indeed did prophetically speak this into the earth, but let's go ahead and check out the service, and I just want to make some observations along the way. Here we go.
Walking in victory, say yeah, 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 yeah. Set us under my feet, set us under my feet, set us under my feet, say yeah, 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 yeah. All right, we gotta move. I just hear something that say, get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave. Say, get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave. Hey, get up, get up, get up, let's go. Get up out of that grave. Get up, get up, get up. Tell your neighbor, say, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave. Get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave. Get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave. Get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave.
All right, guys, I have some observations to make, and I'm sure I'm going to get accused of being legalistic, but I want to bring these to your attention so that hopefully you will think through it. Because I cannot sit here and judge the intentions of Mike Todd or the people who are up on the stage or even the people in the congregation or in the audience at this point. I don't know what's happening with every single person, but here are some things that I want to point out. Number one, I don't understand the theology that we've been presented thus far. It is not focused on Christ. It's not focused on God. And chanting, get up, get up, get up, get up out of that grave accomplishes nothing. People are getting really worked up and there's a lot of emotion there. But what does that mean? I mean, the only place in Scripture where somebody says, get up out of that grave is Jesus talking to Lazarus. That was a physical resurrection where a dead man literally was brought back to life. We cannot just start going to things and say, get up out of that grave, and it's just going to happen. We don't see people being resurrected from the dead all the time. That's why Jesus' resurrection was a pretty big deal. And it certainly cannot be applied metaphorically to just say that I can look at dead situations in my life. My bank account's dead. Get up out of that grave, right? Like, this doesn't accomplish anything. And the reason that I bring it up is because this sort of theology that is being given to the people through music now. Just start chanting, get up out of that grave. So now people do that in their life. Guess what? Many things that are dead in your life, they're going to stay dead. God promised us in His Word that we're going to have lots of trials, lots of suffering, lots of persecutions, and it's not always going to turn out the way we would want it to. People are persecuted in the Bible, and they are martyred, and they die, and the Apostle Paul faces really difficult times. And so this is actually terrible theology that you're teaching to people that is unbiblical. But it also seems to be playing into people's emotion, because when you're saying, even before that, they were talking about Satan's under my feet, Satan's under my feet. There's a very real self-focus in all of this. Satan's under my feet. And, get up out of that grave, things that are going to happen in my life. It's not focusing on God. It's not focusing on His work. And that's a really big deal. And I really, believe it or not, I don't have a problem with Christian music being well done, with different types of beats or instruments being used. I don't have a problem with any of that, but I always think that it is wise to be mindful of the sort of response that your music might elicit in somebody. So when somebody's listening to your music, is it going to really create an environment for them to focus on Christ? Are they going to be encouraged through the music to focus and think about Jesus and what he has done and to sing to him? Or are they going to be encouraged to just dance and kind of act a little bit wild? I mean, that's what's happening with some people here. And again, I can't say that nobody there is focused on Jesus whatsoever, but it certainly appears, looking at people from the outside, that many people are just caught up in the chanting and kind of acting like they're in the club. And I would know that before I was a Christian. I was in the club a lot. I used to really like going to the club before I was saved. This is what people act like in the club. And I think there needs to be this distinction between what is holy and what is secular. And so you have bad theology, you have emotionalism, and you have things happening that are just distracting people from focusing on Christ. I mean, to me, that's a really big problem. Let's continue. All right, so we see that they're going to do some more chanting. I mean, this is, guys, it's just chanting that doesn't accomplish anything except it makes people believe bad theology. So I'm skipping ahead a few minutes. We're going to pick it up in the middle of a guitar solo. We just want to see some more of the things that are taking place here in this service. So we're singing "Here is Holy" while doing the stanky leg. I mean, guys, you saw how everybody was responding in the audience. Did it seem like they were really focused on God and on his holiness? They were just vibing along with Mike Todd. And guys, I'll put a link to the entirety of this service below. If you check it out, you're going to see a lot of this, but you're going to see there's a lot of really bad theology in these songs. A lot of really bad theology. In fact, maybe I can skip forward just a few seconds and see if I can get to this section where we have another really, really bad set of beliefs being taught through song. Let's see if we can get to it real quick.
If he did it before, he'll do it again. Shout out Todd Tribbett, say God right now. Let go. Say God back then. Tell yourself, if he did it before, he can do it again. Yeah. Say God right now. Say God back then.
And see, guys, this is one of the big problems. You see, everybody seems to be really okay with this, thinking it's great. That is, once again, terrible theology. I mean, that is horrifically unbiblical, what was just being sung. If he did it before, he'll do it again. Okay, we have no promise in Scripture that what God has done in certain circumstances in the past that he is definitely going to do again. I mean, he raised certain people from the dead. Jesus did. Is he definitely going to raise everybody from the dead in the here and now? I know eventually there will be a resurrection of the living and the dead. But I mean, like right now, is everybody going to die and you just pray for them and they get raised from the dead? No. Certain people have received healing from sickness and disease. If he did it before, is he going to do it again in your life? There's no guarantee of that. Scripture does not promise that. I mean, what if we applied that with Ananias and Sapphira? They lied to God and he struck them dead. Hey, he did it before. He'll do it again. Bad theology, but everybody accepts it because the music is catchy. It's got a good beat. Everybody's vibing along. And this sort of theology is setting up, unfortunately, many people to walk away from their faith. Guys, I've seen it. I've been doing this for a while now, but not just doing it from afar over the computer. I used to be a part of stuff like this. And I can tell you, many of the people that I know who were doing these sorts of things, they are not walking with God now. And do you want to know why? Because they were taught this theology. And they thought that God was definitely going to work the miracle. That was one of the songs they were singing earlier in the service, just talking about signs, wonders, miracles following them everywhere they went. Okay, well, that's not going to be people's experience. And when it's not their experience, unfortunately, many people are going to turn away from the faith, not because God let them down, but because Mike Todd and all these songs are letting them down. So guys, just more evidence of what is taking place with Mike Todd and at his church. You need to stay away from him and his ministry. All right, guys, if you would please subscribe to my channel to help promote this content out there on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, do remember that you can partner together with me financially in ministry, as I have profiles on both Ko-fi and Patreon. I'll put links to both of those in the description. If you click on the links, you can give a one-time gift or sign up for monthly recurring donations. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, God bless.